Coming out of New Brunswick, we were there for the 4th season of the fighting game tournament Fight for Infinity and got a chance to chat with event organizers Nelson Hum and Adriano Silva.
We're here today at FFI4. It's a video game tournament co-organized by myself and my friend Adrian Silva. We've been doing this for about 2 years, where basically we just organize a big gaming tournament for people around the Maritimes. There's a big fighting game community here in St. John, in Halifax, and PEI, and even Newfoundland. And so just through the power of social media, Facebook, get in touch with everybody. We organize an event twice a year. This is our 4th one.
Basically, we started doing this a couple years back. We've done it at various venues. It's changed a lot from when we first started, when we would have 5-10 people show up, and now it's become, geez, we had 50-60 people here this weekend. Reason why we do it, I enjoy getting to meet new people. People that share the same interests. We wanted more, and we knew that there were other people out there like us, and we felt that if we reached out, people would reach back, and we'd start to be able to build this community. So as time went on, we reached out to some people in Halifax, and then from there they reached out to people in PEI, and all of a sudden now we've got this great community with a great bunch of people, and we just get together, play games. Yeah, actually Facebook was a huge part of it, because when we first started and reached out to people in Halifax, that's how we did it. I didn't know anybody in Halifax. I had no idea how to get in contact. Found a store called the Last Game Store, which is owned by a gentleman named Adam Perry. Great guy. And he was like, yeah, I have a store, and if you guys want to show up, we'll run a tournament. So we kind of spun it like a provincial rivalry. Like a bunch of people from New Brunswick will come down, and then Nova Scotia will have their group. And that was the first major one. And once we did that initial blending, then it just spread. And then we found a store in Charlottetown in PEI.
There's nothing like playing in person, basically. You get the camaraderie, you get to meet people. I mean, you know, I made 40 friends basically by doing this. And so just playing in person just can't compete with playing online. Playing online, you're at home, you know, you're by yourself, maybe have a few buddies over. But this way you really get to meet people. And then just on a more technical issue, you know, playing online, there are issues such as like connectivity issues. When you're in person, there's none of that in your place.
This tournament, this is one of the better tournaments I have. This is one of the better venues I've been to. I really like the store set up. Everyone's been really friendly. They let us stay really late last night and play into the evening. And everyone's been really excited. It's been a really good attitude. That's really, I don't really come out expecting to come top 8 or win at all. It's nice to be able to represent my province when I do, but mostly it's just about coming out and seeing the people. It's kind of the great equalizer in a lot of ways, is that it's not about religion or politics or anything like that. Like nothing like that will ever come up, because it's just about coming together as people and enjoying yourselves.
It is definitely growing. I feel like we have really good players, but we're not quite at the level of where everyone else is at yet. Some people may disagree, but on a global scale and even a Canadian and a North American scale, I feel like there's so much more potential for us. We just have to get ourselves out there and either bring more of them, the better players, out of the bigger provinces like Ontario and BC. We have to get those people together, whatever we got to do to like build our group, get us out there, because streaming is such a huge part of it now. So like anybody can do really well on a stream, and it's on the internet, and so many people can see it, and all of a sudden you can be, you know, one of these people that players are looking for.
Just for the love of the game, I have to give a lot of respect to. They're called Ralston Arcade. They're a group of fellow gamers out of Halifax, but what they do, they take the extra step. They invested in streaming equipment, so it's equipment that lets them stream what's going on online. They took the extra step to bring you the ability to see what we're doing if you can't make it. So anybody from around the world can watch our tournament, and they have been for the last 2 tournaments in St. John. They do PEI tournaments, they do the Halifax tournaments, they're from Halifax. I mean, these guys travel, so I have to give them all the respect in the world. They're road warriors basically, and they do it for the love of the game.
Anticipation's important, being able to read your opponent, know where they're gonna, trying to know what they're gonna do. And reaction's important, but it's also having the timing And being able to read people. You can have lots of different skills and apply them in different ways because there's so many different ways to play games. Like with Street Fighter 4, you can have like a rushdown character who tries to get in really fast and get combos and get damage that way. There's grapplers, they try to space you out and know where you're going to be so they can get you with a grab. And there's this kind of safe rushdown characters who have their projectiles and can stay out in like a mid-range and try to get in on you and do damage, but at the same time play a little bit more of a projectile game. And then there's just straight up zoner characters who try to keep you out the whole game and frustrate you because you can't get past their projectiles or the anti-air attacks. So you can play all different ways and apply your skill sets. That's what makes it so dynamic, is that you can come together with all different types of people, build your own team or your repertoire of however you want to play, whatever game you want to play, and anyone can play it, you know, if you put the time in.
We want to try to incorporate Newfoundland so we can do the full maritime circuit. They're obviously, logistically, they're further away, so it's a little more money to get people from here there and vice versa for them to travel. So ultimately, the next step is to get them involved so then we can have the full maritime community, and then from there, we would just start moving throughout Canada.
It would be nice to win money, but I never came here to win money. It's nice to come out and support a tournament, you know, put some money into the pot, help people out, see people that you haven't seen in a long time. Like, there's some great people who come out here. That's really what will keep people coming back. You come out to a fighting game tournament, it's the community. That's really our main, what we have to offer.
Not all of us are gifted athletes. Not all of us know the thrill of, you know, crushing a baseball out of the field. But, you know, if you're a good fighting game player, there's a whole other mental enjoyment, I guess, that you get out of besting someone, you know, using your wits.
And finally, for you StarCraft 2 and League of Legends fans, if you've always wanted to compete in a professional gaming league, regardless of whether you're a competitive or casual gamer, you'll actually have the chance to take part in the first ever Fall Cup of the newly launched FibreOP Gaming League.
The league features online tournaments and 2 high-profile eSport PC titles, StarCraft 2 and League of Legends. Games will be casted online by Canada's own Maximus Black and Nova War from Lag TV, as well as Jared Cale, who many of you will know as Jeremy from the Pure Ownage web and TV series.
The tournaments are free to enter and to watch via live stream online. In addition, each tournament will support a charitable cause, with the Fall Cup fundraising for the nonprofit organization Give to Live.
Yeah, and with the prize pool of over $5,000 and awesome giveaways for spectators watching the stream, the Cup is bound to quench your gaming thirst. To check out more details or to register for the Cup, visit Bell Aliant's official Facebook page.
And that'll do it for us this week. Special thanks to the Last Game Store for letting us hang out here again. We might stick around and get some Christmas shopping done. Maybe these awesome Moogle hats from Kyla Sepp Creations.
Koopa.
We'll see you next time. Coming up, our very own review of the latest game from Gearbox Software, Borderlands 2. It means something very different in Newfoundland.
Oh God. This is just incredible. This hat is kind of warm, bro.